Now, if you ask most people from around here where their nearest international airport is, you'll probably get one of three answers. Some people will tell you it's Doncaster, just up the road. A few more people might tell you they go to Leeds Bradford, which is just up another road. Some people might even say that they go to Manchester, which is quite a bit further away. But not many people will realise that there used to be an international airport right here. This is Sheffield City Airport, the airport that you probably didn't know ever existed. In 1997, this land behind me opened as an international airport, Sheffield City Airport, and within months it was seeing airline service from airlines all around the world such as KLM, Aer Lingus and even British Airways. For a few years you could fly pretty much anywhere in the world, from right just here in Sheffield, connecting in Amsterdam or Dublin or even London, but then it all stopped. There had been plans for an airport here in Sheffield since the late 1960s. In the 1990s, the plan was revived and plans were put in place to open a city airport here, much like London City. In 1997, Sheffield City Airport opened and saw service from KLM, Sabina, British Airways and Air Aran. By 1999, the airport was seeing over 75,000 passengers a year. Despite this, though, investment in the airport soon stalled. The airport owners never installed radar facilities, which can cause a lot of issues, especially under uncontrolled airspace like that over Sheffield. The runway was also incredibly short at just 1,200 metres, and with little room for expansion, this severely limited the number of aircraft and the size of them that could land here. Both of these issues caused problems for the airlines serving the airport and crucially caused any new airlines to look elsewhere. In 2002, less than 4 years after it opened, the last commercial flight took off from Sheffield City Airport. Within a few months they'd removed the ILS as well, essentially putting a stop to any future commercial flights operating from Sheffield. 3 years later, in 2005, PL Airports opened up their latest airport, right just here at Doncaster Sheffield Airport. It's built on the site of a former airbase, RAF Finningley, and can handle much larger aircraft than Sheffield City Airport ever could. Right now it's a base for Wizz Air, but despite that it still remains, well, pretty quiet really. In 2007, after a few years serving just light aircraft, the airport finally closed for good. If you come here to Sheffield City Airport today, well, all you'll be met with really is a bit of wasteland, an industrial estate, and well, that's about it. But if you look a little bit closer, there's still signs of what was once here. From up here, things become a lot clearer. The old runway is now just a long strip of overgrown wasteland, but look closely and you can see there's still part of the original runway remaining, along with the long faded runway markings. If you walk around the industrial estate where the airport used to be though, there's still some signs of what used to be here. I don't think that this needs much explaining. This is the old control tower, and it's now turned into somebody's office, which is actually a pretty cool office to have, I have to say. And then of course you've got these office buildings here, which used to be the old terminal building for Sheffield City Airport, and it's now, well, just a few offices. Crazy, isn't it? And if you look down here on the ground, well, there's still the old original apron markings, the yellow lines, the centre lines for the aircraft to taxi on, and all of the other various markings. I mean, you can't really see it from here on the grass, so let's go and take a look from a little bit higher up. From the sky you can see not only the taxiway markings, but also the movement area markings, and there's even some helipads at the eastern end of the apron, which is now part of the car park. The airport fire station, now an industrial unit. Just incredible, isn't it? The fact that where I'm standing right now, a few years ago, well, it was an aircraft zone. There were airliners flying in and out from all over Europe, and now, well, it's just a car park on the edge of Sheffield. And these buildings here, these old hangars, they still have the original signage up from when there was an airport here. Total Air Management Services helicopter maintenance. Not seen a helicopter here in many years now. The buildings are still here, just sitting empty. And in what feels like a really strange piece of bitter irony, well, there's even a Boeing facility here where there is no longer an airport. This has actually been put up since the airport closed.
Talk about kicking you while you're down.
Seeing this once busy airport now used as offices feels like a real shame. Somehow the fact that so much of the airport remains as a reminder makes it even sadder to see. After it closed, the airport was sold for just £1 to be converted into an industrial estate. The land now rents for over £200 a square foot, meaning the landowner has likely generated millions in profit since the airport closed. Ultimately though, it's pretty clear that Sheffield City Airport was the right idea, but at the wrong time. The airport opened just as the low-cost revolution was getting started in the UK. The niche business operators that could operate from Sheffield were fast going out of fashion, and the airport was far too small and penned in by the surrounding area to allow for any expansion that would allow low-cost operators such as Ryanair or Wizz Air to fly from here. There was of course always the option to keep it as a general aviation airport, but realistically that's never going to make the airport enough money to stay afloat. They need passengers or cargo flowing through the airport, and without either of those, well, the idea is pretty much dead before it even gets started. Ultimately, it seems that the sun was already setting on Sheffield City Airport before it had even opened. Thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring this week's video. Surfshark's a VPN provider who makes sure all of your data is encrypted and secured, whatever Wi-Fi you may be on. Aside from the security, it allows you to browse websites that you may be blocked from accessing otherwise, for instance to allow you to watch British TV while you're abroad, or American TV while you're at home. I also find it useful to get access to apps like Netflix and YouTube while I'm connected to onboard Wi-Fi, which is something that's often blocked by the airlines. With a VPN though, you're online in seconds, completely unrestricted. While I was booking my tickets for Mexico, it was really handy too. Many airlines here block you from accessing their websites if you're overseas, such as this one, Magni Charters. However, by connecting through Surfshark, I was able to browse their website and book a ticket as easy as 1, 2, 3. Surfshark are offering you an 83% discount plus 3 months for free when you sign up and enter promo code Noel Phillips.
Sheffield City, well, I don't think it was ever going to be commercially viable, let's be honest. It was home to a few short turboprop routes. They were all that could land here on this really short runway. There's no way that they could have extended the runway, there's no way they could have extended the terminal building. I mean, at one end of the runway is a load of buildings, at the other end is the M1. There's just no way that this airport would have been able to grow going forward. But even still, I think it's really sad that Sheffield City went the way it did. It's sad really when you think what could have become. It could have been the next London City Airport, it could have seen aircraft flying in from all over Europe, but instead, well, it's just another industrial estate on the outskirts of Sheffield. Let me know what you thought to this video down in the comments below, and let me know as well what you think to the whole debacle around Sheffield City Airport. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. In the meantime, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.